How do you introduce him? Stand-up comedian, impressionist, actor, commentator, voice actor. You can check out Matt Friend. Upcoming shows in North America. You can go to @mattfriend.com. I'm looking at some of the voices here. So Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Jeff Goldblum, Timothy Chalamet, Stanley Tucci, Mitch McConnell, King Charles, Michael Bublé, Bill Maher, Howard Stern, Matthew McConaughey, Andy Cohen, Sebastian Maniscalco. Who was the first impersonation?
Well, first of all, can I just say that when I was 4 years old and I looked in the mirror, I said, I don't want to host the Oscars. I don't want to be on TV. My dream is to appear on talk shows in the middle of a casino. And I think of great American comedians, Robin Williams, Jerry Seinfeld going on Johnny Carson. This, to me, is my big break. Getting up with Dan Patrick in front of the blackjack table. This is, it is surreal to be with you. Thank you for having me. I feel like you could be my dad. We do have kind of a vibe going here. You have an ability to look like every Republican congressman in one person. Why aren't you at the Cheney funeral right now? I feel like you should be sitting there with Kamala passing a mint to somebody.
I sent my condolences.
No, I'm thrilled to be here. And which was my favorite voice, you said?
Your first one.
My first one was Austin Powers. So that was the one that got me into comedy. I fell in love with that movie, Dr. Evil, Gold member, fat bastard.
What are you, 5 years old at the time?
I was 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm 27 now.
Okay.
So that's the one that got me hooked.
And how's it sound?
I can't really do it anymore. I know. I do Dr. Evil. I didn't spend 6 years in evil medical school to be called Mr. Thank you very much.
When did an adult tell you that you had something?
I think I was always just making people laugh. For me, like I said, when I was a kid, I just wanted to make my parents laugh and their friends laugh and then my teachers laugh. And then I was a precocious kid, quoting, I loved Johnny Carson, that old era of show business for whatever reason. I was very drawn to Jonathan Winters and Richard Pryor in that period. So I was quoting those guys, and I think I got laughs as a kid, and then it happened.
But you do your impersonations in front of the people you impersonate.
Often, yeah.
Okay. When does it go bad when you do an impersonation in front of someone?
It has yet to. It has yet to go. I think it's all in the way you approach things. Like anything in life, you want to be kind of respectful and have a likability factor. But I used to run into people on the street, and then I would do it. It started with me meeting Andy Cohen on the sidewalk, which is how 95% of gay hookup stories begin, just meeting Andy Cohen on the sidewalk. And Andy looks at me and goes, wait a minute, you're like the guy who does me, right? You do me. And I thought, that's definitely not the first time Andy Cohen has said that to a guy on the sidewalk. You guys look like you're about to get your shoes signed in an airport right now, sitting there. But this is amazing. I love this. And then I was doing Sebastian Maniscalco. I ran into him at a restaurant. What's up, everybody? It's I'm so happy to be here with Dan Patrick. Look at this. I did a talk show in a casino. Who the is booking this? And then a lot of the political stuff has taken over. I performed at the Correspondents' Dinner last year, and I'm in this interesting position where it's kind of bipartisan, where I'm trying to make Republican audiences and Democratic audiences laugh and kind of get everybody. Because let me tell you something, Dan. When you're a star, you could do anything. And grab 'em by the Patrick. You could do anything you want. And let me just say, it's great to be. Am I looking at this camera?
You can look at any camera.
Quiet. Hey, quiet, okay, Piggy. Quiet, Piggy. Okay? Quiet. Look at that. That's a good kid. Well, he says, quiet, Piggy. Is that disgusting? He says, Piggy to the reporter, which I think was a terrible thing. But you have Charles Leclerc. You have F1, which is a great. I love F1. That's a great thing, too. And you're really getting me started, because if you want to talk, look, there's a black guy. That's a great one. I love a black. African Americans are great people. That's my favorite African American right there. He's sitting there. He's fantastic, I would say.
His name is Marvin.
Well, I didn't ask his name. I just said he's the black guy. Okay. But I do like Marvin a lot, actually. His stuff is hell. I know him very well, and thank you.
Thank you for your service.
I'm in character now. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, Marvin.
Who's your favorite? Who's the go-to
impression? Yeah. Sexually? Okay, got it. This interview has taken a turn. My go-to impression, well, right now I'm working on myself. So I'm doing my first hour of stand-up, and that'll be next year, my first special. And this is not the answer to the question. You wanted the voices like a monkey boy. My Howard Stern, we're doing the radio, so this has got to be it, right? Dan, let me ask you a question. Okay. You're a legendary broadcaster. I want to know this. You must have gotten so much ass back in the day. Who is the hottest chick you ever banged? You must have banged some hot chicks. Who's the hottest chick Dan Patrick ever banged?
I think it was Joy Behar.
Joy Behar. Jesus. Talk about that view. Hello.
But when you're going to do the stand-up,
Yeah.
how much is going to be with impressions?
Yeah, I would say it's probably like 30% woven in, and I'm very excited about it. Like, I love like Eddie Murphy Raw, and that's a big blueprint for me, and Jim Carrey's stuff and Robin Williams' stuff, and the way those guys would seamlessly weave in impressions through the material. For me, like the content has to lead. Like, obviously, I'm doing these voices, but I think a separating factor that I hope to achieve is that you need to have actual content. You need to have actual jokes and substance behind what you're doing. It's not enough in my mind. Like, I started doing voices on stage, and I would go, "Hello, it's Stewie Griffin. Great to be here. It's fantastic." You know, I get away with doing the voices, but now, as a comedian, I want to really like have substance behind what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was talking to Frank Caliendo about that.
Amazing.
Is to have that context or point of view that it has to lead to something.
Absolutely.
Because everybody, and they probably come up to you and you go, "Hey, let me do an impersonation for you," but then it doesn't. All it does is sound like I can do Ronald Reagan.
Well, yeah,
Here
that's
you go
timely.
again. I
Yeah.
know. So it
that's what gets all the 27-year-olds aroused.
yeah, but it doesn't lead anywhere.
Right.
Now Fritzy does Marge Simpson.
Oh, really?
Hey, it's really great to meet you. Thanks for being here on the show.
Well, there goes my boner. But anyways, no, that was amazing. That was actually fantastic. That was awesome.
Thanks.
And Hank, and some actors get paid millions of dollars to
Yeah.
do that a year.
Hank Azaria.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was great.
But I'm sure people come up to you and you go, "Hey."
No, for sure. Like now, I'm at an interesting point, like where I'm still very much coming up, but there is the occasional time where people will yell at Howard Stern, Jeff Goldblum, you know, and I say, "Hello, very good to see you. Thank you, Jeff Goldblum, Goldblum. Yes, yes." So I do love to satisfy the people that come up to me and ask for that.
When did you feel that it changed? When you kind of hit social media? Because it
I think
exploded a little bit.
Yeah, it's just it was a big explosion. It's all just been incremental. Like I have to take a step back often and think how crazy. Like it's crazy being here with you. I'm such a fan, and like every day something kind of wild happens. And I'm having these opportunities at a pretty young age, I would say. But it just feels very incremental. Like I'm hustling kind of like a maniac, and I'm trying to do as much as possible and entertain different audiences and do it a different way. But I'm using traditional media and social media, and it's been a grind, but I love it.
He's Matt Friend, and you can go to @mattfriend.com.
Find me on Truth Social, on OnlyFans. Huge with the alt-right.
Were you a class clown?
I definitely was making noises. Like George Carlin, the Class Clown album. Like I was definitely making noises and trying to make people laugh in class. I don't think I was too crazy, but yes, I'm the youngest child too. So there's an element of I need the attention. And I do like to make people laugh, absolutely.
But is there a darkness? It feels like every comedian, they talk about, there's a downside.
I don't have that. Like I read Mel Brooks's autobiography, and I related a lot to that. I think like Nick Kroll has talked about it. I just wanted to make people laugh as a kid. That's kind of the reason my dad did trap me in a closet for 10 years, but other than that, no. But no, I just like the silly things. We're in such a divided time now, and I want to make people laugh. Like the number one impression I think that can make people laugh is actually the impression that I do to seduce women on the road. And many of you're all looking at me thinking, "Oh, you seduce women? That's surprising." But I do this impression because I'm going to warn you, every woman wants to have sex with this person, so I do it. The Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell. Something about the way he looks like he's holding in an intense amount of diarrhea at all times is seductive. But I have to say,
You didn't do that impression for him, did you?
I don't know if he would remember, but I didn't do it for him now. But I have to say, it's crazy being here because this is a full circle because I hosted the NHL awards here a year ago. So the National Hockey League had an award show as the worst audience you can possibly fathom. You know how athletes are. There's nothing like performing in a room full of brain-damaged, one-toothed Yugoslavian hockey players. They're like, very funny, Jew boy, what's next? This is my impression. This is my best impression. It's a silent impression. Think Charlie Chaplin. This is every NHL player reacting to one of my jokes. This is it. They look like they wanted to. It was like performing at the Kremlin for it's like they're all named Putin and Bobrovsky. I'm like, what is going on here?
Have you been asked to host the ESPYs?
I haven't yet, but I love Norm Macdonald, and his was like the top. But that's what I would love to do one day. That would be amazing.
Having been there when I was at the mothership.
You were there?
Yes.
How was that?
If you wanted to have a bomb go off and have athletes go, what is going on here? And he didn't, like, he was going after people. He wanted fire.
You know what? He would shake hands with people after he would bomb. Like at the end of a show, Norm would go to the end of the club and shake hands with every person that was there. Like, I think Jeff Ross has talked about this, but I think it wasn't bombing Norm Macdonald. I think he was just so smart that people weren't really getting the jokes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
which
not
is
like,
different than having a bad material and bombing.
Yeah, like Andy Kaufman knew what he was doing. You weren't going to get it.
Yeah.
But Norm, if you got it, great, but he wasn't going to slow down for you to catch up.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk to, I'm playing golf in Vegas.
Yes.
At Shadow Creek.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I see Norm and Cato Kalin.
Okay. This was last week, right?
Yeah. And so we're outside having drinks, and all of a sudden Norm comes up with Cato and sits down and just riffs for 30 minutes.
He seemed like he was the best.
It was great. You're talking about Cato.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was funny.
The judge from the OJ trial.
Where do you want to be in 10 years? Aside from in a casino.
Yeah. No, I hope to be doing the talk show casino circuit in 10 years. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll be interviewed by Oprah on an escalator. I want to be, that's a great question. Well, first of all, I just want to say, it is surreal being with you. I'm a huge fan of this show and of you, and thank you for having me. I want to be, the big goal is, like, I want to be my generation's version of, like, Kimmel and hosting the Oscars and having my, like, kind of whatever the next incarnation of a late night show is what I aspire to do. And definitely more acting, and I'm going to do my first special next year, but I'm at this kind of interesting point in my career now where I've built a following, and now it's kind of taking it to the next place. But I definitely want to, I love, like, Johnny Carson, and again, like, kind of a throwback to that era, but I love the intersection of politics and news and pop culture, and I hope to be at the center of it.
Paula, you have the name for the stand-up special?
Yeah, his first stand-up special, Friendly Fire.
Friendly Fire. Oh my God, where am I shooting this? The Palisades? Jesus.
I thought it was going to be Fox and Friends.
Okay. Fox and Matt Friends.
Yeah.
I've been going on that show, which has been very fun, actually.
Yeah, like Vivica A. Fox could be on with Fox and Friends.
Yes, or me and Jamie Foxx do a special together, and then it's Fox and Friend.
I like that.
Yes.
You can go to @mattfriend.com.
Yes, yeah, at mattfriend.com. Instagram, the Matt Friend. Follow me there. A bunch of shows. I have Tempe, Arizona coming up. Very excited, and I'll talk about this memory of doing the Dan Patrick show in Vegas.
Do you pick up on my voice?
Yeah, you do. You have resting broadcaster voice, right? I can't really do a Dan quite yet, but can you? How do I do you? Give me some insight.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
I know you don't know.
Well, let me just say, can we just talk about one? Do we have time?
Okay.
Is this all going to get cut? It's fine.
It might.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing, we're not even recording this.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about Brockmire, by the way.
Okay.
Because, Hank was my dad's college roommate.
Okay.
And I've known him my whole life. He's like the best. And I love when you collaborate with him.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the first time you collaborated with Hank and Brockmire?
I don't even remember.
Fantastic.
No. Like, I remember doing it, but you're not doing it in real time.
Right.
Like, I did The Simpsons, but I'm not doing it with any other characters.
Right.
I'm just the broadcaster doing Homer Simpson skipping rocks. So I just played the announcer guy. You
Yeah.
remember, Paul?
A little bit. Before Brockmire ever happened, Hank was on our show, and he started doing like a fake sportscaster call. And I don't know if that was a precursor of that or not, but he was doing this like mocking sportscaster calls, like
Okay.
famous ones in history. And then like 3 years later, he kind of stumbled into Brockmire. But I remember him.
He's the best.
Yeah.
But I even said to him, I said, you should think about doing a show off this character.
I've never seen my dad laugh as hard as that first original 4-minute Brockmire short, and it was so great.
Yeah.
I love that show, and also I love him because, like you, we have this like resting broadcaster voice, where people think I'm telling a joke all the time, but I'm just talking regularly. Like I'm not trying to do a bit right now. This is just how I sound.
Yeah,
you
you're
have it too.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane said even Helen Keller could hear my voice, which was a nice compliment.
Okay.
So thank you to Seth.
Too soon, though, for that. Too soon for that. Rest in peace. At MattFriend.
This is amazing. You could smell the defeat while doing this talk show. I've never done a talk show where I could literally hear regret as I'm trying to form a joke. Imagine doing a talk show and you just see 9 strippers walk by. It's 9:45 in the morning. God, this is amazing. Dan Patrick,
Just
thank
remember us, Matt. You know, when you're a big deal and then I see you and then you whisk right by.
You think I would do that?
Yes.
Why do you say that? What is it about me that makes you think that?
I don't know. I just got a feeling of the future last night when I saw you whisk right by me.
First of all, let's add some context. I didn't know you guys were there. I was on my way to dinner. I was wearing AirPods. I should have clocked
Because you didn't want to be bothered.
No,
Classic move.
Absolutely not. I'm the opposite of that. No matter what level I ever achieve, I love doing the content. I'm not going to be like, you know, having an Alec Baldwin throwing a fit at a paparazzi moment. I mean, I love Alec Baldwin, but I love it. The people, the fans are what's making me. Come on.
Okay, we didn't feel that way.
Except for Dan Patrick.
We didn't feel that way last night. We're like, what a prick. And
is that really how you felt?
No, I didn't. You whisked right by me.
God damn.
You whisked right by me so quickly.
I wish I had known it was you.
And my guy who's the director, he said, "Oh, that's MattFriend," and I go, and I'm with my best friend, my best guy who does impersonations.
Yeah, I know, the amazing
Frank Caliendo. The OG.
Do you realize that if I had known that was you, I would have stopped because I would have tried to book myself on this show?
Sure.
And then I got lucky because you have a genius producer who asked if I would do it.
Yes.
So
well, I'm happy that we ran into.
No, I'm so happy that we did this, and thank you for having me. This was awesome. F1 tomorrow.
All right, MattFriend.
Yes.
At MattFriend.com. We'll be back after this, I think, on the Dan Patrick Show.